Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. How's it going? Hey. Cut it out. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you're fine. Gotta do some housekeeping here, make sure everything is working fine. I'm live right now, yeah. I'm fine. Just started. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just keep it at a good. All right. Very good. All right. So we're live over here. How's that sound? That's not right. That's not what I'm looking for. All right. Am I not? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're just checking it out. It's going to take me a little bit of time. All right, that's working there. I got to check now. I got to check Facebook. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube and Facebook. So let's see now. Influencers. Yep. Okay, there we are. We are live. We are live. Right. Well, we're talking about today. We're talking about TikTok. We're going to talk about TikTok affiliates. We're going to talk about TikTok creator, TikTok shop creator. If you're not a TikTok shop creator, if you're a content creator, you need to be on TikTok. You need to be a TikTok creator. And if you need to have 5,000 followers, there is a workaround. You can get in there with less than 5,000 followers. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about that today. 5,000 followers, okay? And then you can attach links to your videos and create commissions. And I'm talking about decent commissions. Now, if you're used to Amazon commissions, if you're an Amazon affiliate or an Amazon influencer, you're used to 1 to 4% commissions. You know, I'm talking about 20 to 60% commissions. Okay. I mean, there are some 5-10% commissions, but for the most part, it's between 20 and 60% commissions on some of these products. And you've got the chance with every video to go viral. Okay, so it's kind of crazy. You don't have to have a lot of the audience. Some people are saying niche down, some people are saying broad, and it seems to be working both ways. So I mean, if you have an audience, well, the reason being is to get something to go viral. Okay, we can talk about it. We'll talk about it quick. To get something to go viral, they're going to release it to 250 of your followers, and depending on the watch time there, it's either going to get promoted to the next level or not. That's where you get stuck at 250 to 500 views. All right. So they're going to show it, and it's going to be your followers. So if you've done follow for follow, and friends of yours and people that aren't watching your videos are clicking right off of them, it's hurting you, right? It's hurting you. So if you have a following, a niche following of people that are engaging with your stuff, you have a better chance of it with that going. All right. So the workaround. You want to know about the workaround? We could talk about the workaround. We might as well jump right into it. If you don't have 5,000 followers, you can go to shop.tiktok.com. If you do have 5,000 followers, you can go right on the app, go to creator or something, creator something, and you can sign up. It'll give you an option to sign up right there, TikTok creator. But go to shop.tiktok.com and you sign up as a seller, not as a creator. All right. Wait a minute. No, hold the phone. I don't want to sell anything. You don't have to. You have the ability now. If you do sign up as a seller, you open up a store, right? That's good and bad. All right. It's good and bad. So you have your own store now. You don't have to put any products into it, but you could if you wanted to. But you can only use a commercial approved music now. You can't just use any viral music in your videos, which I think they're going to crack down on those on creator videos that are commercialized, just because it has to be. They can't have commercial free music, commercial you know, copyrighted music in commercials, right? So sooner or later that's going to come around. So, but right now, when you're a seller, when you have a shop, and you do have the ability to link your videos with product, with anybody's product, not just yours. And I signed up as a seller with 24, 25 followers, right? I was approved within 24 hours. So I had my shop, and then I attached that TikTok account with 24 followers. And within 24 hours of that, so 48 total hours, I had my first sales already. And I only uploaded a couple of videos. And since then, I've gone viral quite a few times, well, a handful of times, not quite a few, right? But the potential to go viral is always there. And I'm still making sales in the 200 to 500 view jail. Excuse me. So the drawbacks are commercial music. The second drawback is the showcase. So they call it the showcase. It's your carousel, the showcase where you have all the products. Now, when you're a seller, they expect you to have your own products in there. So only your own products are going to be shown to people who visit your profile, to your shop. They're only going to see your products. They're not going to see the products you're affiliated for that are in other shops. See, if you're a creator, when you put something in your showcase, people go to your store, they can see all the other people's products, right? So, but when you're a seller, they want you to have your own products. So that works against you, but it could work for you too. My opinion, people aren't going to your profile, people aren't going to your shop, people are watching the video and buying right on the video. They're not going to the profile. If you think I'm wrong, leave me a comment. Let me bring up the comments. Comments are like a couple of minutes behind. So if you do make comments, it's going to take me a little bit to catch up to it, right? Yeah, but leave me a comment if you think I'm wrong about that. Let's put this on here. No comments there yet. And we'll go over here. No comments there yet. All right, that's all right. So anyway, so the showcase and the music. Okay, two drawbacks. All right. Now the products and commissions. Okay, now really, if you're not on TikTok creator, if you don't have the 5,000 followers, use the workaround until you get 5,000 followers, because the money's there. I mean, you make 1 to 3 videos a day, and you can, first of all, if you're an Amazon influencer, you probably have products already that are in TikTok shops. All you got to do is search them, right? And you can create videos and put them up on TikTok and start making commissions. And like I said, big commissions, 20%, 50% commissions, right? Short videos, looping videos works a lot, because again, watch time is really, really important. You want to get them to have watch time. So, all right, there's two schools right now. There's two schools of thought, because TikTok is asking for longer content, longer than 60 seconds. They're asking for it. But you want to get the watch time, and the easiest way to get the watch time is with those 17-second videos that you can loop, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't say 7 seconds. Give it a little bit more meat than 7 seconds. But I mean, you can do 7 seconds if you want. Just make sure it loops so it goes around and goes around and goes around, and that people are going to want to buy from seeing that 7 seconds. So I usually do about 17 seconds. And I'll give you an example of the loop. Okay, so very simple. And a lot of people do it with videos, and they'll take the back end of the video and start the video with the back end. So when it gets to the back end, they don't realize it restarted, right? So that's one way. The other way is to do it through words or text. And so, like, I'll say something like at the beginning, I say Valentine's Day, because now I'm hawking some Valentine's Day products. So I'll start off by saying Valentine's Day. It's time to start buying gifts for your loved ones. And at the end, I'll say, because you really got to buy gifts because it's almost. And I won't say Valentine's Day. I'll just say because it's almost. And then they'll go to the beginning of the video where I start off by saying Valentine's Day. It's time to start shopping for your loved ones. So it kind of loops in, so that they don't realize that it looped in. Okay, so that's a little tip. Hopefully that'll help you. But don't use that. You can use that. Sure, use that. But let that click in your head, and that's how to do it. All right. The good thing about TikTok is it doesn't matter how. It's not like the carousel where there's like 6 videos and you're screwed. 10 videos and you're screwed. 100 people can put out videos on the same product, and those 100 people can all make money, right? Because their videos are getting views, and it all depends on the conversions, right? But the potential is there. So and it's the more videos you put out, the more content you have out there. Content is king, right? The more content you have out there, the more potential you have to earn with passive income with these videos. Now, I started in December, and I'm still getting views and sales on videos that I did in December, which I found interesting because I always was under the impression TikTok was a short lifespan. Okay, like 24 hours they'd be gone, even less, right? Like 20 minutes they'd be gone, buried, right? But what I found out was people today are using TikTok as a search engine. So they're going to TikTok to search for stuff the way that we used to go to Google to search for stuff. So that the younger generation is using TikTok the way we used Google. And that's how these things are getting discovered. They're getting found through search in TikTok. And so I'm not going to say they're evergreen because I'm not totally sure that they are right now. But it doesn't have the short-term lifespan that I thought it had. I thought it would, which is pretty cool. So those videos, my older videos, are still getting views, and I'm still getting sales from them. Again, it was all about watch time. They're going to keep pushing it out, okay, if it gets good watch time. Sellers and free products, okay. If you're an Amazon influencer and you're used to, or even working with brand deals on YouTube, right? And you're used to getting paid for your videos, $300 or whatever you're used to getting paid. If you're an Amazon influencer, they're trying to chew you down to be like $20 a video, but don't do it. But on TikTok, because the commissions are so high, at least for the time being, I'm accepting free products. Okay, because the potential to make a lot of money is there. And if they and I, of course I'm searching, I'm being picky with the products, right? So hold on a second, Jim. You're getting ahead of everybody. How are you getting these products? How are you finding these products? Well, for me, when I started, they gave me a coupon and I bought some products. And then every time I do videos with those products, they give me a coupon for more products. So that's been going on since the beginning. And on top of that, I get messaged constantly by sellers because once you start making sales, you're on there. And I don't know really how they find me, but they find me through TikTok, and they're sending me stuff every day to the point where it's crazy. All 20%, 30%, 50% commissions, right? Now the trick is going to be trying to make these things go viral. Now you don't have to go viral. Like I said, 200 to 500 views, I'm still making sales, right? So, but it's volume. So you didn't go viral with that. So you keep going and keep putting out content on that product. You don't have to do one video. That's another thing we're going to talk about. You don't have to do just one video. All right. Now, ads. So the ads. I've got a couple of sellers already contact me. They want my video code. So the video code is a code that gives them access to the video so that they can run ads to the video. Now, your affiliate link is still in the video. So the seller's going to run ads, and all of a sudden you get thousands of views, and your link is there. So now you're getting thousands of sales or hundreds of sales, let's say, all right, tens of sales. So you're getting some sales, right? Because your link is still attached to that video, but they're promoting it with ads, okay? All you got to do, and they'll reach out to you and they'll say, give me the video code. And I've got a few of them that are doing that for me now, which is a lot of fun. And that comes with good content. Again, good content, watch time, okay, and getting sales, right? Going viral. Yeah, I already talked about the pool of 250, double down. So we're going to talk about doubling down on products. I'm out of focus. What's going on here? Osbot, what's going on? There we go. All right. And now I'm using the Osbot camera, so it's a little wacky-do. It's going to keep me in center frame unless I go like that again, freeze it. So doubling down on content, okay? When you can do more than one video on TikTok, not like Amazon or you don't want to saturate Amazon carousels, but TikTok you can do as many videos as you want. But the problem is, if you do the same content over and over again, you're going to get violations, and then that's how people get banned and shut down. Okay, and they don't even realize they're doing it. They're using the same hook, the same song, the same video, and they're getting points every time they do it. And when they get to a certain point level violation, they get shut down, right? And some of them, like I said, don't even realize what they did wrong, and what they're doing wrong is using the same stuff, right? You can't reuse content, so do a bunch of videos to get a bunch of content with it, right? A bunch of content when you shoot your videos, get a bunch of content, and you're going to make a bunch of little videos. And then when you've exhausted that, start juggling around, put the beginning at the end and the middle at the back, and make the video different. And you can get a lot of combinations out of it. Just make sure that it's different. A lot of people tell you to cut the end and the beginning off, right? To make it shorter. That's good, but that's not necessarily enough. Using the same hook over and over again, get creative. Don't use the same hook over and over again. Don't use the same music over and over again. I mean, here's the thing. There's schools that say double down. If you find something that works, keep going with it. So to a point, all right? But I don't, keep an eye out in your analytics for the violations. Okay, is your account in good standings? If it is, test it out, because the reuse of content is an issue. So maybe you can use the same music, make sure that the video is different, right? You can't use the same video with the same music with the same hook, probably is what I'm saying, right? But if you're changing it around, making it fresh, that's fine, and that's what you want to do. All right, and you're at the drawback with the music because of the commercial if you're taking the workaround, right? Finding products we already talked about. You probably have products around the house that are being sold on TikTok shops. You just have to search them. Now, what you can do is you can go to the hashtags method. You can go to hashtag found it on TikTok. TikTok made me buy it. Daily deals on TikTok or whatever hashtags. Search the hashtags, and then see what products are coming up. And it does two things. You can see what products are going viral, how many views they have, and you can see what videos are going viral, what hooks are going viral, what lengths are going viral, what music is going viral, right? And so you're going to do all that research, and you can take what's working, juggle it around, make it your own, and put out content and slam it. Just keep making content, all right? Keep making content. It's a money machine. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. But you have to play by the rules. It's the Wild West right now, right? It only started in like October, November. So everybody that's getting into it is just slamming everything with this content, not realizing that they're making violations. Okay, we're going to go over violations, so stick to the end. We're going to go over violations in a little bit. But right now we're talking about finding products. So why are you doing that, man? Stop with it. All right. I don't know why it does that, but finding products, you can search with hashtags, right? And of course, they're going to reach out to you, and you're going to screen them, and you're going to get the products that you want to get, and you give them your address. And here's what I always say. Like I said, right now I'm accepting free products. It's going to get to be a point where I'm going to be too busy. And it's getting to that point now where I'm getting too many products, where I'm going to have to say, listen, I'm getting sales. I don't have the time to do it for free. I have so much stuff to do. I'm going to have to start charging. And so what if I lose half of them? I'm getting paid now, right? And I'm getting paid by half of them. So it's a win-win, right? But make sure you have the leverage to fall back on that. You have that amount of work that you're going to say, listen, I can afford to lose half my work. I'm going to start getting paid, or the new people that come on, you can say, listen, I'm busy. It's going to cost this much, and you keep the old ones on, and maybe try and work something out with them because you want to build long-term relationships if you can, right? You want to build long-term, because these people have more than one product. They have more than one product. Hey, Ken, what's going on, buddy? All right. So we're going over the same thing we were going over the other day, the TikTok shop creator. And we were up to finding how to find products and everything else. But, the content, we touched on content before, whether you want to do short form content, long form content. TikTok, one of the tips you could get from TikTok is whatever they're pushing, do. Okay, so like if like green screen videos were hot, or they still are, do green screen videos. If this music is hot, do that. If this hook is hot, do that. If this sticker is hot, if this effect is hot, you do what they say to do, right? Now they've been asking for. I've got it a couple of times when I've uploaded stuff where it's actually said your audience might like longer videos, longer than 60 seconds, or something to that effect. I don't forget how they word it. It's people like content more than 60 seconds, so they're asking for content more than 60 seconds. So I tried a couple, put out not for 10 minutes. I put out like a minute and a half, something like that. See what's going on. I'm going to experiment with it and see what happens. Uh, Good job, man. Always do multitasking is it. Okay. Now multitasking brings me to a point that I wanted to touch on. There was an article. If you're in the Facebook group, you can go to the Facebook group. I posted the article. Like the 4.3% of content creators make $100,000 a year, right? Only 4.3%. Most people, like 50 or 65%, make 15,000 or less a year as content creators. So the takeaway is not everybody is taking it seriously, first of all. So like a lot of those people don't take it seriously. It's like they're part-time content creators. I'm part-time content creator, but you may not make $100,000 a year, but is making $50,000 a year better than working at McDonald's? Could be, right? So like, would you stay at home, not have to commute, cook your own food at home, and make 50 to 60,000 a year? I mean, a lot of people would say, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. And you just make content. You work 2 or 3 hours a day and make content, make $50,000 a year. Now, you could also live anywhere you want. So, you figure where you're going to live, nice, low economic, nice area, right? And, I'm not saying you're not going to make 100,000, but you can make a decent full-time living. I'm making a decent part-time living right now, but I'm putting very little time in, and I'm doing a lot of stuff. So it's like to see what's working, what's not working, testing a lot of stuff. And I don't necessarily always double down on what's working, and I miss the boat sometimes on some things because I'm distracted, ADD, So hooks and calls to action. So the thing with TikTok is you can put a call to action in TikTok. Okay, like Amazon is like no call to actions, right? And I got a tip about Amazon. If you're an Amazon influencer, I've been doing research, and a lot of the guys who are making 6 figures, their videos, they don't have a call to action, but they'll say something like, "This might be the product for you." They say something to try, because and I started thinking about it, and it's like, you got to have the click. You got to have the click on your video. If they go to the next video, you've lost, right? You've lost the commission. So you want to do something so that they click on your video. So maybe saying, you've seen enough. Now it's time to purchase. Like not that blunt, but you can't say buy yours today. You can't have an obvious call to action, but maybe you can have a subtle something where, hey, if you watch this much of the video, this might be what you're looking for, something like that, just to give them a little nudge, All right, that's going off topic, right? Call to action and hooks. And there's the whole science, but TikTok, we're not going to get into it with the hooks but watch time is important. And we were talking about, here it goes again, about looping the content and giving them cliffhangers at the end, and chopping up the content and giving them the verbal cliffhangers. Like I said, like you start the video by saying Valentine's Day, maybe excited, Valentine's Day, time to start shopping for your loved ones. And at the end, you say, because it's almost, and you end it. And this way, the beginning starts off and it goes Valentine's Day. So it ended with it's almost, and it starts with Valentine's Day. So, and if you do it with like short enough clip, they might do that 2 and 3 times before they realize that they're rewatching it. So, and then that can go viral. And the trick is to get out of that 250 mark. Okay. You want to get out of that 250, do well in that 250 pool, and then you'll pop up to the next one. Okay. But you got to get out of the 250 pool. Posting. Okay. We talked about multiple videos per product. Okay. There's a lot of talk on Amazon about jamming up the carousels and it's immoral and blah, 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 which I disagree with. I think that, good content rules, wins in the end. And and you get better over time. So just because you made a bad video when you first started, does that mean you're stuck with the bad video for the rest of your life? You can't go, now that you've gotten better 2 years later, you can't go back and do a better video. I think that's pretty naive to say. But TikTok is like you could put out as many as you want. As long as you're changing the content, you're not putting out the same footage, the same video, right? You're changing it, you're editing it, you're using different stuff, you're using different hooks, you're using different music. You know, just make it different every time, unique every time. And another thing, if you have more than one TikTok account, don't upload it to another account, because that'll give you violations. It'll automatically trigger as being copyrighted, right? Or what do they, reuse content? I guess they call it. They don't really call it copyrighted. Reuse content. They don't like reuse content. Yeah, so Ken, I'm going to go live on Amazon after this. I've got like 15 products I need to make videos for, so I'm going to go live, run through them quick, and then chop that up later. That's the way I like to do it. And if I need to do B-roll with stuff outside, I can do that later. But I'll have a base to go on from the live stream, and it's this way I'm not wasting time when I'm learning about the product. I'm doing it live so that I'm not wasting time. So I don't spend time researching the product and do the video. I start the live and and I should say, I've only started going live again a couple of weeks ago. I took like almost a year off because they totally screwed it by taking you off the product pages. So there's really no reason to go live other than for exposure and for experience and to keep in practice. That's my opinion. I mean, as far as Amazon's concerned, I guess there's no money in it for them because they're not promoting it in any way, and they're not. They took us off the product pages. They took us off. Well, only certain people can be up on the daily deals pages. So, not that I'm being picky or complaining, because they're still, I'm still making money with Amazon and very happy about it. But makes me wonder sometimes, where their attentions go. So, and posting on TikTok, like I said, 1 to 3 times a day. You don't have to go crazy, but if you have the ability to go crazy, don't post within an hour. Like, give it at least an hour. I would give it more. Give it like 2 hours. Give something a chance to breathe. Get out of that 250 jail, right? And I don't even know how true that is, but everybody says it, that you got to let it breathe, because the algorithm is going to pick up. I mean, I don't think that it only works on one video at a time for you. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but I don't think so. But you want to pace it anyway, just so you can check the analytics and see what's working and not working, right? The other thing I would say that I wasn't taking advantage of, was creating thumbnails for the videos. So now I choose the photo, and I put some kind of text on there, or I do something like that, trying to get some attention to it, but 1 to 3 times a day. There's plenty of days I only post once a day, right? And I'm really, I'm half-assing it, to be quite honest, my TikTok, because I'm doing it in between time at work, while I'm waiting online over here, while I'm waiting for my wife to get out of work, while I'm, sitting, I'm doing, anytime I have idle time is when I'm doing these TikTok videos. So can you imagine, I'm making money in my idle time, if you think about it, right? And it's passive income. So I'm using my idle time to make passive income that's going to make me money over and over again. And like I said, the December videos are still making conversions. So through search, I'm pretty sure through search. So we're going to go, we talked about doubling down on success. We already talked about doubling down on success and being careful not to reuse content. All right. If you want to double down on success, but be careful. Be careful not to reuse content, reuse stuff like that. Now, we were talking about violations earlier, and I said I would talk about violations. So misleading content. Okay, if you get, that's a big one, misleading content, and it's kind of a gray area, because you don't know what they're going to consider, like, is medical claims misleading content. So if you say this is the best, is that misleading content? So, but they're saying misleading content. So it's up to them what they think it is. So just be careful what you think misleading. If something has a flaw, an obvious flaw, don't get caught saying it's the greatest thing on planet Earth, right? Change the video variations. We talked about that many times. Changing the video variations, the beginning, make the beginning the end the beginning. take the funniest part of the video and make it the first 3 seconds, make it the hook, you know, and constantly change it, and always be filming, you know, videoing new content, right? Always be making new content. Mentioning Amazon. Now there you go. All right. Persona non grata. Okay, that's Amazon. You don't want to mention Amazon. You don't want to mention Amazon at all. And I'll tell you why. It's not so much Amazon. They can't stand each other, first of all, right? But all these platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Amazon, they want you to stay on platform. Okay. So if you mention Amazon, the algorithm's going to catch it and they're not going to promote your video. Okay. Yeah. Right. The other thing too is if you have a link in your bio, right, in your profile, in your bio, don't say click the link in my bio. Okay. Because saying click the link will trigger the algorithm that you're sending people off platform, and they won't be promoting your stuff to bigger audiences. It'll throttle your stuff. So you know, still say, you know, you need more information, check out my profile, check out my bio, check out my bio. Don't say click the link. Okay, it's like a keyword that triggers the algorithm that you're sending people off platform. No good, no good, right? So don't say Amazon, persona non grata. They don't want to say Amazon. That's going to trigger it. And don't yeah, don't do that either, right? Yeah, link in bio, right? Okay. And the last thing I'm going to say is that when you go live on TikTok, you pin stuff. You make a showcase, right? On TikTok, it's a showcase, not a carousel. So you put the showcase together, and you put your products in the showcase, and then you're going to go live. Now, when you pin something, make sure it's in frame. Okay. Don't put it down. Start talking about something else with it pinned, because if it's not in frame, you're going to get violations. All right. If, God forbid, you put it down and start talking about another product and you get something else pinned, you're going to get violations. And matter of fact, they shut stuff down. They just shut you right off. You got to be careful in the flow of things. Okay. And that's going live. And going live to get engagement is a great thing. Going live to get engagement. Now, the trick too is if you're not a woman, you're not an attractive woman or a semi-attractive woman, you know, don't go live with products. Go live doing something. Go live from the bowling alley. Go live, you know, cutting your grass. Go live doing, you know, playing darts. Go live, whatever. Go live doing something, right? If you're a female and you can hawk products, people are going to follow you, and just because you're female. And the problem is they're just following you because you're female, and you may get some creepers. But guys, you know, you're not going to get engagement selling products. Not usually. People aren't following you that way. Guys are different. They'll shop, but they're not going to follow you, right? But if you're doing something that they relate to, they might follow you. So that's what I'm saying. Do something in your niche. Do something that you're doing. Like my son plays in a band. I'll go live from when I go to the place, and people will follow me. So still go live with products and definitely do that. But don't expect to get followers from doing that. So just a tip. The trick is, the goal is to get followers, right? Because if you did the workaround, the goal is to get up to 5,000 followers so you can go back to being a regular Joe. Using the features in the new what is that? Oh, yeah, yeah. New and popular. That's what it was. I couldn't read my writing. Popular. So you're going to use all the features, anything that they're promoting. Like I said earlier, you know, when they say they want content that's longer than 60 seconds, start putting out content longer than 60 seconds. When you find out that they're promoting the green screen videos, do green screen videos. When you find out they're doing this certain frame or this certain effect, use it in your videos. Okay, just because they're promoting that thing, that effect, that sticker, that whatever it is, right? That effect. So they're promoting it. They want people to use it. So they're going to promote the videos that are using it. Okay. Yeah. right? We talked about the violations and getting bans, right? You don't want to get banned. Do what you can to do, play with the rules, okay? And I always say, um, play the rules of the game you're playing, okay? When you're in TikTok, follow the TikTok rules. When you're on Amazon, follow the Amazon rules. Make sure you don't cross the rules, don't cross the streams. Um, because you can get confusing. It's easy to get confused or forget stuff. Like my biggest thing right now is when I'm getting products sent to me, which ones are Amazon products, which ones are TikTok products. I'm starting to get overwhelmed, and it's of course organization. I always say, but which I'm terrible at, is like the most important thing for you to be successful as an entrepreneur, as a content creator. And organization is key. And again, I'm terrible at it, so don't follow me there. Don't follow me there. Um, we talked about the workaround, becoming a seller. If you don't have 5,000 followers, become a seller. Um, yeah. Now, I will say, my fingerprint won't work. Can you imagine? Um, so I opened it up with the workaround, like I told you. So I had 24 followers. I opened it up with the workaround, and I started tagging videos with affiliate links and making sales my first day. And I do it very part time. Most days is one video. My best days is three videos, but most days is one video. I'm not doing it. I'm not throwing my hands down on this like I should do, right? But I'm pulling money out constantly. Uh, that's making me happy, and that's not killer quit your job money, but it's definitely side hustle, a good uh, multiple streams of income money, right? Multiple streams of income is important. Okay, you want to have multiple streams of income, and I told you about the article. Uh, the 4.3% are 4.3% of online creators are making $100,000 or more a year. 4.3%, and the way they're doing it is multiple streams of income. They don't have just one stream of income. They're not just YouTubers. They're not just TikTokers. They have 4 and 5 streams of income in order to make that $100,000 a year. And I've been preaching that for years. Multiple streams of income, because if we learned anything from the pandemic, when people started losing their jobs and you can't go to work today, you can't go to work for 6 months, right? All of a sudden you lose your income stream. Now, if you're married, you got 2 income streams usually, right? Or if you have a partner, whatever, I don't care. But you got 2 income streams coming in usually, right? Even if you're sharing an apartment with a friend, you got 2 income streams coming in. You lose them, what are you supposed to do, right? So that led me to believe your job is as secure as you think your job is. It's not secure at all. It can end at any time. So you need these multiple streams of income. So you have a YouTube channel with affiliate links and ad revenue. You have Amazon with Amazon itself has at least 3 income streams attached to it. Right? You got your offsite traffic, you get your on-site traffic, you've got your brand deals, and you've got your reselling of the brand deal stuff. So at least 4. And it used to have live streams, which I used to have 5 streams of income from just Amazon alone. Right? And of course, whatever else you got going on other platforms, Facebook groups, and whatever, if you got a course going on the outside, there's all other ways people are monetizing their content. But multiple streams of income is the key to being that $100,000 a year creator. Now, I always say it. Most people say, being a creator, that's for people, that's for celebrities. You have to have 100,000 views. You have to have 100,000 followers, 100,000 subscribers. Only big guys make money. And the truth is, a lot of people are making full-time living. What's the average full-time living in the United States right now? Is it 50,000, 55,000? I don't know what the average is, right? And I don't know what the age group for the average is, right? So I think that's so attainable, all right, to work 4 hours a day, 5 days a week as a content creator sitting at home and earning 50 to 60, 75,000 a year. So you're not that 4.3 percenter, right? Now, okay, they're saying that something like 60% of people are making 15,000 or less a year, which, okay, but that's still part-time income. How much time are they putting into it? You don't know. That's there's too many variables to you're not comparing apples to apples all the time, because somebody who's only making 15,000 a year, maybe they're only doing it, maybe they're only putting one video out a month. You don't know. So you can't compare yourself to others, basically. All right. Uh, yeah, that's pretty cool. So TikTok Shop for creators, TikTok creators, right, or TikTok affiliates. The thing is, people get confused because they used to have a thing called TikTok Creator. Was it something different? Right. So when people say TikTok creator, or they search TikTok creator to get information, some of that old stuff comes up, and they just ended that program and started this one. Now it really is TikTok shop affiliate. That's what I call it, TikTok shop affiliate, because you're an affiliate for TikTok shops, right? And you're promoting TikTok shops products, and you're attaching your link to your videos, and making commissions, and making good commissions, making high commissions, and put the potential to go live, to go viral. Now, I don't know. I can tell you a couple of the products that I went viral with. Um, I think you know the one. I probably told you this already a few times, but the duck was the one I went viral with. And the problem with the duck was it was like a $6 product. So I didn't make a lot of money with it, but I made a lot of sales. So, but it was this thing here, right? This little guy right here, right? Pretty funny little gimmick, 3D printed thingamaboob, right? Uh, Looks like a duck, but it's also giving you the bird, right? So pretty cool. And I just did a video of it doing stuff like this, right? With music, and it went viral. To me, it went viral. The first time it went viral, it had gotten like 84,000 views. Then the second time it went viral because I did a bunch of videos on that, variations. I took a bunch of content, and the second one went like around four. They got less, so the second one got like 47, 46. Then the next one got like in high 20s. And the next one got high 20s, and then it started going down to 14, and then it went out of stock, so I stopped doing. I think it's back in stock, but because the potential on other products that I'm promoting are higher commissions, and they're higher ticket items. Um, if you can get $100 item at 20% commissions, and you're making $20 a sale, and that goes viral, now we're talking about something here, and it's so possible. It's so possible, so, now you'll see there are people making the cutesy videos like I'm talking about, with the 17-second, with the loop and everything. And then you got the people doing the longer than 60-second videos that are actually doing review videos, right? So I don't know how they're converting. I tried a few of them where they're like 3 minutes long, just because the product demanded it. Like, it had a lot of features and stuff. So, but that didn't go viral. Didn't it got it got same views, 250. So it didn't get any better. It didn't do any worse. Um, but I'm having more success with the shorter videos for some reason. You know, uh, but all means you gotta keep experimenting, because things are always changing. Okay, things are always changing. By the time you find something on YouTube, uh, the newest trick, it's already old. It's already old, right? So we went through everything in here. There's no questions. We're gonna call it a night. We're gonna call it a night. My scar has bothered me up here. Um, Talked about codes, brands, boost, double downs. Yep, yep, that's everything. All right. So that was that. So touching on one more thing before I go, and that's the mastermind, Sunday's mastermind. So we go to a place called it's run by Go Brunch, is the software. Go Brunch is the software, and it's basically like a Zoom on steroids. It's Zoom and Clubhouse kind of together. It's a place with a bunch of rooms in it. I have a meeting room where we have meetings on Sunday nights. Kind of like a mastermind. It's like the water cooler. Everybody shares stuff, and it's been different people every week that were giving tips, and I've learned something every week there. Sunday 9 o'clock. Um, but there's the meeting rooms. There's video rooms where you can go, and I have my YouTube videos in, so you can learn some stuff. And there's a room called the collab room, where if you wanted to go in and meet somebody there, I call it the guild, right? But it's always open. You can go there. I give you the link. You can go there anytime, even if I'm not there. You can use the facilities. You can share videos. You can share your screens, both of you. You can go in there, share videos, share microphones, talk about stuff, share files, share videos. Say, how come my video got rejected? Do you see it? And stuff like that. And so you can do all that kind of stuff there. You're welcome, Ken. You're welcome. Thanks for coming around, man. Uh, you just come by Sunday nights, man. The link is in there for you didn't know.live. If you go to you didn't know.live, you'll be able to sign up for the newsletter, and I send the link out, which room it's in every Sunday. Because depending on the size, I'm expecting there's different size rooms. There's rooms with 30 people. There's rooms with 100 people. Right now, we're in the more intimate settings of like 30 people until we grow further. But right now, it's kind of nice. You get to share your camera, and you can share your microphone, and we have an ongoing conversation. Sometimes people bring up a subject, and what do you do? Well, what do you do? I do this. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty eye-opening, right? And you can do that Sunday nights. We meet there. I might change it from Sunday nights. Sunday nights, it might be people are getting ready for the work week, and it might be not a good time. Thinking about changing it to a weeknight, but we'll see. Right now, it's still Sundays. All right. So I will see you the next time. Let me see if I can do this without going anywhere. Here we go. All right. Take it easy.